All right, we're making this quick because it's not going to be like my full in-depth, analysis of the Together Again tour, like I did last time. No, this is just going to be a quick video talking about this residency and we're going to be done with it. So the Janet Jackson Las Vegas 2024 residency. What are my overall thoughts? Let's get that out the way. Overall, it's a good show. It is. It is a good show. And I think that here, what, I put it to you like this because obviously you guys can see the look and the demeanor, so you're probably wondering what's going on, what you feeling right now. And I'll say this: it is a good show, it really is. But if you have not seen the Together Again tour, it's a fantastic show. That's the best way I can put this. So first, okay, let's talk about some positive stuff here. There are some songs that she put in the set list where I was like, oh, we're doing this? Okay, great. Let's do it. Let's have fun. So, most of the songs from the Together Again tour carried over to this in the exact same way too, but we'll get to that in a minute. I want to talk about the new songs. So, the songs that she did not perform that she performed on this one, which is Go Deep, 24 Play, I Want You, Velvet Rope, crazy, Truth, Funny How Time Flies, Come Back to Me, Young Love, Trust to Try, Broken Hearts Heal, and Better Days. I mean, technically, Black Cat can be on this list too, even though she did perform it on the Together Again tour. But it was a tiny snippet on this residency. She performed more of the song, which is great. But list out of those songs that I just listed, Velvet Rope, I Want You, and Young Love are three where I was like, whoa, because I Want You is a song that she's only performed in 2004 when she was doing press for the Demita Joe album, but she's never performed it since, at least to my knowledge. And then she performed Velvet Rope, a song which I did not think she would ever perform again after the Velvet Rope tour. So seeing that was like, oh, but what the heck? So that was pretty cool. And then Young Love, her very first single that came from her very first album. So that was great. And it was fun too. Even though it was a little snippet, I feel like a song like that with that production fits a Las Vegas residency. So I feel like Young Love very much was appropriate for this show. So that was pretty great. Some other songs here, Broken Hearts Heal. I don't think she's ever performed that one. She might have on the Unbreakable tour, but I don't think she did. But let me know if I'm wrong. But hearing that was nice. It was good hearing that again. And then some of the other songs is like, okay, good to hear. Like 24 Play, I was like, whoa, I love this song. This is pretty great. I really enjoyed 24 Play. I know I don't talk much about the 1995 like off album singles, like Runaway, 24 Play, and all that kind of stuff. But 24 Play is a great song. She performed the original version of Go Deep, which is what I like. The remix is great, don't get me wrong, but I like the original version. So hearing that was cool. And I like that she closed out the show with Better Days. That was a great way to close the show. And speaking of closing, there was a visual that she did on that where this big giant screen came down. Like, while we're talking about that, we're not getting into the production of the show. The production was great too. Like I said, the show ended with Better Days, but there was a screen that came down and showed a visual of water, which made the stage all like nice and blue and kind of green and had a very pretty modern but calming, relaxing aesthetic that was just felt very blissful. It felt very nice. And zen, as they would call it. So it was, Better Days, great song, great way to end the show with. So that was visually cool. Stage looked great. Stage, it was pretty much kind of like the Together Again tour because there was two levels like the Together Again tour. She did add some platforms to that center circle that we saw on the Together Again tour. She still has the curtain. Um, she did have some pyrotechnics on there. There were some fire effects that I really enjoyed. My favorite ones came from Rhythm Nation. Cause the sparks were flying down, and then we are part of a rhythm nation, and then it just like the pyrotechnics exploded, which was really really nice. So seeing that on Rhythm Nation was quite cool. When she performed Velvet Rope, the whole stage turned red essentially, which is also another thing that I was like, whoa. Velvet Rope Red, that was pretty great. Because she did Twisted Elegance, and then that went into Velvet Rope. So she performed it just like the album, It's not like the Velvet Rope tour where she did it in, like, the very tour way, theaterish way that she did. This one, it felt like it came straight from the album. So that's something that I like and what I enjoy. Um, with some other stuff. The costumes. Okay, so the costumes were they looked good. They looked good. But they're just really just well, I'll get into that in a second, but the costumes were good. I just had one slight issue with that. Her hair looked good. She danced really well. You know, all that stuff is great. Her dancers did a really good job, and all that is fun and dandy. But I do have an issue with this show. And again, like I said in the beginning, if you've seen the Together Again tour, this is still a good show. But if you did not see the Together Again tour, this is a fantastic show. This show was very I don't like that. Well, when it first opened, it had this like song. I forget it, but it was like this yellow border, and there was words popping up, and there was this other song that played that sounded really good. I forgot the name of it. I don't even remember the lyrics that much. But then after that, it went straight into the Together Again tour opening, where it was just dance, baby, and then the four dancers were on stage, the five, and they had the exact same visuals for that. The curtain like rose up to reveal Janet, and I was like, we just did this. Did we not just do this on the Together? Like, I don't like that. I mean, I love it, but I don't like that she did that again. Like, I need you to come up with another way to, that just didn't work. I just don't like copying things from other shows. Like, let's not do that, or at least so much. Let's get some new things going, And gosh, what's some other things? Uh, Again, the five dancers thing. Okay, so she had five dancers. I usually it's four, but the guy, I think his name is Dean, he danced more, which I like to see, like genuinely. But my problem is that I need more dancers. Like, look, for the Together Again tour, I think the four dancers thing worked. But with this tour, with this residency, you need to put more dancers in it. You need to have more people in the show. You need to have like a nation behind, like with songs like All Right, Rhythm Nation, like the songs like that. Those songs involve. It's not just about the song; it's about the performance. And the dancers in those videos and performances previously, they had personality. Look at the All For You tour, the All Right performance of on the All For You tour. Those dancers had personality, and that's what you need. Like especially with Janet, that's what you need. And again, these four dancers are great. Denzi, all of them, they're great. They have personality and all that. I just need more. I'm sick of the four dance. I'm okay. I'm gonna be completely blunt. I'm so sick of the four dancers thing. It worked on the Together Again tour. Now I'm sick of it. Put more dancers, Janet. That's all I'm saying. I love you. I'm saying this out of love, but you need. I'm sick of more dancers, please. Like for real. Like come on, give me more dancers. And then the costumes thing. Like I said, the costumes look great, but they were just like the Together Again tour costumes, just little different colors. Like the opening outfit in Together Again tour, that big coat she had on, now it's black. That um cat suit that she had on, the black cat suit with the tie thing, now it's gold. So it's like a combination of the 2023 and 2024 Together Again tour cat suits, like mashed. If you were to mash those two together, that's what that looked like. Um, I do like that blue outfit that she had on, even though it did have some reminiscent of the color of the pattern from the Together Again tour. I do like that outfit. That outfit was probably my favorite outfit in the whole bunch because it did provide something new. It did look kind of different, and it made her look slim too. So, I mean, she is slim, but something about that outfit just made her look more skinny. I don't know. And then that black costume that she had at the end, it was pretty much the same as the Together Again tour, just a little shiny. And then there's another costume that she performed during Trust to Try that looked really good. But that's pretty much it. The costumes did look good, but again, if you saw the Together Again tour, it's like, well, it's the same thing, just a different color. So overall, this show was great. I mean, like genuinely, like I love the songs. Like it was a fun time. It's Janet Jackson. She's gonna perform really well. But if you're going to do a new show, then you need to do a new show. Can't reset. Like I still stand by the fact that she should have just extended the tour. She should have taken it to Australia, Brazil. She hasn't performed in Brazil yet. Go to Brazil. They want you over there. Go over there. Do like what Madonna did. You know how Madonna performed to like a million people on the beach? Do something like that at a stadium. Do a free concert at a Brazil, like some state, like a football stadium in Brazil. I guarantee you, the people will come. They will flood that stadium, Janet. So go perform there. And then Or she could have did, like I said, Australia, Brazil, more countries in Europe, perhaps. Maybe revisit Asia. I don't know, something. Just some sort of extension of the Together Again tour. I feel like that would have been perfect. That would have been great. But but hey, she did the residency. She did the residency. That's all. But that's the thing though. This feels like a slightly recycled Together Again tour, just with some new things. That's why, even though there were some great new songs in it, like Velvet Rope and Broken Hearts Heal, Better Days, and Young Love, like stuff like that. I Want You, 24 Play. Great songs. I'm so glad I was able to hear that. But you need to, like, I need the production. It just felt recycled. That's all I'm saying. It just felt a little recycled, but it was still a great show regardless. This is not me hating on Janet. Y'all know I love Janet. She's my favorite artist, but on these next whenever your next tour is, your next album tour and all that stuff, let's get more dancers. Let's get another kind of show, and let's get rolling. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Did you guys enjoy the show? Because I know some of y'all went and some of y'all saw it online or whatever. So tell me how you guys felt about it. If I missed anything, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.